Video, I'll be showing you how to make a blooper from Super Mario. What you'll need: white felt, some black felt here, doesn't need to be very much, and a piece of thread with a needle. If you have rolled felt like me, you gotta cut it into 2 squares about the same size. But if you don't, you just cut 2 pieces of felt into this shape. Even if you do a little slip up like that there, you'll still be able to make the blooper. So next, I'll show you how to sew it. For this, you'll need to sew from, I would recommend sewing from the top of the hand here, or tentacle, all the way up to the other one here. I'll do that, and I'll pause the video so you don't have to go through the torture of watching me sew. Once you get to the other side, how I like to make the knot is I put it under the last piece of thread you sewed. Then you pull it, and see this loop here? You put your needle right through it and pull. Yep. And then after this, I'm going to show you the next part. What you gotta do now is you gotta sew from here, the last point you sewed, over the tentacles to the other arm-like tentacle. No, you sew to like here, the middle part, because you don't want to sew all of it, so you could turn it inside out so you don't see all this sewing. But if you don't want to turn it inside out, that's okay. If you sewed it all the way to where I told you to here, you could open up this part here and turn it inside out. I'll do that while I pause it, okay? Just a warning. If you don't want your blooper's tentacles to be stubby like I accidentally made them, you gotta make them longer than this. But really, I don't care if they're stubby. But you guys, if you care, you could make them longer. Okay, what you have to do now is before you sew the other part, you gotta stuff it. I'll stuff it right now, okay? If you stuffed it correctly, it should look like this. Now we're gonna go on to sewing the rest. Sometimes in the process of turning it inside out, your stitching comes a little bit undone. So what I would recommend is going from behind the last stitch that was undone and sewing it again. Okay, I just finished it. I forgot to stuff the other ones, but hopefully you guys remember. But it doesn't really bother me. I could just push some of it from the top down into there. Okay, next what we're gonna do is make the eyes. Get some black felt, and what we're gonna do is cut it into an oval shape for your blooper's head size. Okay, let's get right to it. For my size, I cut out a shape like this. See, this is the blooper. I'll put it on like that. And then next thing we're gonna do is cut out the iris and pupil and put it on. If you want, you could hot glue it, stitch it on, whatever you want. Get a small piece of white felt you have. You gotta cut it into 2 small circles for the iris, one here, and then we'll do the next step. Okay, I got it ready here, the 2 circles. If you want, you could get a black smaller piece, put it on, or you could cut a little bit in the middle. I'm gonna cut in the middle of these white circles. Hopefully you didn't hot glue it on. Well, if you did, you'll have to do the one where you make tiny black circles. Okay, this is what it ended up looking like. Obviously, it's not on his face right now. But next thing we're gonna... Great. Good thing he doesn't have eyes. So you didn't see that. Okay, next thing we're gonna hot glue on his eyes. And then we're gonna do like the little triangle up here. Like that flap. Okay, here he is with his eyes glued on. Okay, now, he looks weird because he's, just as I said, he's missing that triangle thing here. So, you're gonna need white felt again. Yes, I'll cut out the shape. Get the head shape of your blooper though. Like, cut it out and then do that. And then, like, use chalk or something removable if you need to. And to make sure it's the right size. See, for my blooper here, I made it like this. See his head? And then you could just check it to see if it looks right. And here, it looks right. So either you could sew this on or hot glue it. Okay, let's get to doing it. Oh, okay, this is what the finished product should look like. Even if you wanted to, you could get like a little string, make like 3 tiny bloopers, like really tiny, like maybe the size of the tentacle. Attach it to the string, and it will be the blooper nanny from Super Mario Bros. 3. Hopefully you're proud of it. Comment down below what you want me to make next. It could be from Mario, or really any other game, even Plants vs. Zombies. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Hope it worked out for you. Bye.